Rangers threw a garden party, a six-pack, the highest output offensively this season for the Rangers in a 6-2 win over the East-leading Boston Bruins. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. John Giannone, Steve Valiquette. Before the game, David Quinn said the Boston Bruins, quote, they test your work ethic. I would say the Rangers got an A+ on that test tonight.
Absolutely. Look, I think that when the Rangers look at this game at face value, you're saying we played physical, it worked. We had tight gaps in the neutral zone, we had people coming back, and we stopped them at the red line, it worked. We had players driving the net, and that drew penalties for us, that worked. You're looking at all of these things, we went to the net and it worked. Everything that they want to do, everything any coaching staff wants from their players is buy-in. You have to buy in. But to get buy-in, you need results, right? So when you win 6-2, you get a result like that, you know it works. What do you think? Chris Kreider is not going to move his feet through the neutral zone the next time he plays a hockey? Like, that's just what happens. I'm sure that the guys will look at this and say, this is how we have to play.
So things that worked, buy-in, getting results, that all applies to Ryan Strome, just what he did in the second period. Yeah. I mean, here's a guy, the game was 1-0 in the second period. Ryan Strome, by the time the middle period was over, had a goal, 2 assists, and the Rangers had a 3-goal lead.
And it's just nice that it's coming from leadership, right? Now, he's one of the senior more players in the team. That's how young they are. But it's just nice that he's able to have a voice because he's playing well. He's putting points up. It allows players to have more of a critical voice in the locker room. That's just the way it is. Kreider was outstanding this entire game through the neutral zone. He was so fast. He was using his speed. And that opens up lanes at different points because you have to respect it. Look at the pass here, over 55 feet across the ice from Lafreniere to Strome. There's plenty of time because the goaltender Rask is unable to set his feet, and that's how goals are scored in the NHL. Blackwell, outstanding off the draw. He wins this puck back after a loss. Now Strome recovers it. He gets it back to Fox. Keep Blackwell highlighted. He gets in that high ice. Stick active. He's looking for either a deflection or a one-timer pass from Strome, but he's an option for both, and that brings the defenders for Boston in for coverage. Now he's got his stick loose. We saw it in his first goal in Pittsburgh. He's very good in that high ice between the hash marks at getting his stick on the puck. Great hand-eye coordination. Kreider, center ice face-off. Look at the speed. Over 22 miles per hour, flying. And he gets there in ill humor, Johnny, but misses the first check, stays on the second one. Jason Strudwick would have yelled from the bench, too strong, right? And he frees up Blackwell here as well, but he's throwing as an F3 the puck, and now he is also in a responsible position on the defensive side of the puck. So when you see a player throw it at the top of the paint like that, when two of his teammates are there, you know he's alert because he's actually getting defensive posture himself. It's a great play. And you get the benefit of the bounce because you put all of those other things in place before the play.
So without his line mate, Artemi Panarin, Strome gets the #1 star of the night. Now 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points in 18 games. That's a very nice early season for the Rangers' #2 center.
Right, sneaky.
Exactly.
Sneaky good.
Yeah, kind of quiet, but not tonight. Meanwhile, the Rangers did something that David Quinn has been preaching for weeks, and he really started preaching it after the difficult loss against the Devils, and that is we need to get more bodies to the net. We are way too perimeter. They got bodies to the net, those bodies stayed there, and they made a body of work tonight.
And that's exactly the point. It's what works, right? So you're going to score in the NHL right now if you go to that far side post. If you're going to the net for rebounds, if you're there early, you're going to get that traffic. You're going to have layers of a screen. When goalies in the NHL see it with clear sight, they stop it. When they don't, they can't. Their save percentage drops to about 85% from 98%. So when you're looking at the play there, you're saying, I like what we're doing right now. It's working for us. Buchnevich, great on the point here. At Hockey Stat Miner, he mentioned it on Twitter. He's a great follow. But I love when I see the players point and say thank you when you give me an open net, as Buchnevich did there with Fox. Then you see a nice play from Rooney. Great play here again with McAvoy on his back. Brodzinski is able to drag this puck into the net. It's a great way to score your first goal as a Ranger. I mean, what kind of a look is that? That's a picture for your wall. Your parents got to put that one up. That's awesome.
6th career goal for Johnny Brodzinski. That was the last one of the night for the Rangers in a 6-2 win. So the beneficiary of all of that offense, the guy at the other end, Alex Georgiev, made 31 saves, put his night under the spotlight as we take a look in our Liberty Mutual Insurance crease coverage.
Oh, it was steady, John. I thought that the team did a really good job boxing out and doing all these things. You look at the first period, 6 for 6. In the second period, he's got 16 shots, but I thought it wasn't a chaotic period. It was one that he could manage. And in the third period with the lead, he was solid enough to get out of that game with the win, 6-2. Thank you very much. Anytime a goalie allows 2 goals, though, you tend to win more than you lose. Did he have to be outstanding? He didn't. And that's actually a good sign, too.